Hey guys, it's time for some AoE tactics. If you're interested in how to control a forward castle situation, stay with me. Also, if you want to know how this fight between those two castles ended, let's get into it. Hi guys, I'm real out of war and by no means a pro gamer. Sometimes I actually do really foolish stuff, but I love to talk about tactics and I really love this game and I want to become better in AoE. So if you're feeling the same, join me and feel free to share your thoughts. And let's go, right? Let's jump into the action. What I'm doing here is I'm playing the Vikings against the Britons, the British in red, and I'm blue down here. Did a fast castle, kind of fast-ish. And getting up a forward castle now, the left-hand corner. I chose the left-hand corner instead of going for a frontal approach because I thought that would be this would give me safe space actually. Now seeing it, I think that this was kind of a risky thing because the best counter to what I'm doing there is getting rid of this piece of wall here and just sending troops out and killing the villagers. If he had done that, he could have killed them all and I would have lost a lot of stone here. But he didn't, and I got a castle up here, and this is where we can talk about forward castle strategy. So point number one is get rid of the castle before it's up, right? The second good thing he could have done, in my opinion, is going for my base, because I got nothing around here, no troops, anything. I put everything on this forward castle, and he actually got one here as well. It's not a forward castle because my base is down here. It's not a backward castle because his base is here. It's kind of a middle castle, right? And he's securing this gold here and kind of protecting the area around and keeping the ground in the middle. I'm getting the stone here, and now it is minute 23 in the game, and I will speed this up a little. I'm getting the stone. My idea was kind of make that castle pay for itself, right? And now he's starting to react on me. Yeah, that was just an alligator. So he got up a siege workshop and barracks, and obviously wanted to get rid of that castle. Here he's getting the gold and getting something inside. It's probably longbowman. Also he's collecting relics, which is not too bad. I just didn't do that. He's got his first ram up, and now he has to do something, and this is a dangerous thing. To get his ram on my castle, he has to destroy his wall here, what he's doing now. And this gives me the ability to actually pump troops into his town. So I can use my castle as a gate opener, sort of, without shooting his walls, just by forcing him to send siege in form of rams on my castle. And as you can see, my unique unit, the Berserk, is killing those rams. And in my opinion, you should check whether your opponent has a unique unit, which is infantry or melee attack, because it can counter rams just perfectly by building the unique unit inside the castle and sending them out. Also, his unique unit, that's the way I pronounce it, is the longbowman, and he cannot reach my castle without getting shot as well, so they're not imperial yet. His range is not far enough, and they will get killed. They will get killed, as you can see here. In my opinion, the best way to deal with this castle that I built here would have been, at this point of the game, just to ignore it actually, because as you can see, I'm getting the stone as quickly as possible, and it would have been better to just ignore it, but he didn't do that. He went for 4 more rams and a lot of longbowmen. Obviously, the idea was to shoot my berserks and giving the rams time to kill the castle, but that wouldn't work because the berserks are regenerating and they can soak up a lot of arrows. Also, my castle helps shooting the rams. So now it's kind of a status quo thing here, but it's good for me because I'm getting the stone. Down here, nothing is happening. I'm getting up another TC. And here I did a foolish stuff actually. My idea was to kind of put more pressure on his walls, getting up this central castle now, but he reacted on that properly, killing my vills. I actually discovered the castle then at this point of the game, right? So I did a very bad scouting there. And now he's going for his third approach, trying to get rid of that castle, building his own one. I think this is kind of a containment strategy, right? But I'm not super sure if this is the best thing to do. Maybe you write that down in the comments what you think about it, because he's getting his castle obviously to garrison his longbows, getting more arrows than I do. By the way, never do that. Never send an onager or a mangonel on the castle. The castle will shoot it down because his range is better, and the mangonel is very fragile, right? So he's getting this castle up because I cannot reach the vills. And he will garrison his longbows there. But it's a shootout position, and it's kind of a wasted castle now, because I got almost all of the stone, and it would have been better, in my opinion, at this point of the match, just to put everything into Imperial, getting there as fast as possible. He will be there in like seconds, but he could have been there quicker, I think. And now you have to build you have to build trebuchets right now, right? If you're in Imperial and you got a forward castle in arena, you get this trebuchet right now. Counts for me as well. That's the same thing for me, right? I'm getting Imperial and I have to get this trebuchet, and now this shootout here is turning into somewhat like a trebuchet shootout, right? And that's a normal thing. You if you got two castles fighting, you are going for a trebuchet, trying to shoot down the castle. So I'm going for that. We'll have it in a second, and of course both guys will try to get a trebuchet, and what you have to do then is always shoot on the opponent's trebuchet first. You see my vills are repairing the castle. That was what I meant with it will pay for itself. Also, you see my trebuchet is getting out and will start shooting on his castle. Also now would have been a perfect time to go into my base, because trebuchets are very expensive, right? And if he would have put pressure on me down there on my base, maybe going for my gold, perfect, would have been perfect. Also his rams would have been more effective down there. Then I wouldn't have been able to produce that many trebuchets, right? But in that case I could concentrate on this side, getting my trebuchets up, and now you can see that I'm putting them on the trebuchet, let them shoot on the trebuchet, and this is oh that one went on the castle. I'm pretty sure I told them to go for a trebuchet, but never mind. So you shoot the trebuchets, right? You get rid of them first, and then you get the castle, because otherwise the opponent's trebuchets will kill yours, and then they will get the castle. So it's all about who gets more trebuchets and who's aiming better, getting rid of them. I'm pumping on trebuchets as much as I can afford it, and now he's on a kind of harakiri mission here with his longbowman, shooting the trebuchets. It's kind of a desperate move, but it makes some sense in that stage of the game, right? This was probably a misclick because the trebuchet is in reach of my castle now. But as you can see, my castle is killing off those longbowmen, and he will maybe get rid of 2 trebuchets, but then I get 2 more and they will win this fight. So, as I said, a better reaction to this forward castle would have been to just ignore it and build an own castle back here, securing this gold and getting to Imperial as fast as possible with your own trebuchets and good range, getting rid of that thing, or ignore it totally, defend properly here and put pressure on my own base. Now you see I shot basically everything he sent to me, including the trebuchets, having 1 left, and this one will put more pressure on the castle. He will send a lot of wills now to his, and we'll speed this up now, to secure the castle, and this is now kind of this doesn't make sense anymore now, because the castle is lost and it will not gain anything because the stone is almost gone. So now definitely you have to give up on that thing and choose another battle. And I think that's an important lesson that I'm learning like all the time. Choose your battles and don't do this. Don't send everything. Don't send all your villagers on a castle that will not pay off. And get your trebuchets not in reach of the castle, of course. So the castle is down, and now, I mean, I didn't tell you this, but I have to show you. So, whilst I was attacking this castle, I was sneaking a little trebuchet on this castle here, kind of gambling that he wouldn't pay attention, and it was that way. And you will that will come from game to game, but sometimes players are so focused on a battle that seems to be important, and they will forget about other important places like this castle down here. So I put just one trebuchet here, just, you know, gambling that it might work, because I got a defensive castle up here just in case he would make the move. And for the finisher move, I got those guys here. They were prepared for the final rush, because I thought if he got anything left that might be range stuff, and if I cracked open those gates, I can go in and just finish it. Yeah, and that was basically it, right? Because now he lost a lot of wills here. I killed both his castles going in, and it's GG now. So to sum this up, right? If you're going for forward castle, make sure your wills are safe. What I did here, that was kind of dangerous, right? Because he could have killed my wills easily and they wouldn't have been able to escape. So I should go for another build order there in a tactical meaning, I think. But it worked. I was lucky there. And the second thing is, if you cannot get rid of the forward castle, then maybe it is worth avoiding it, actually. Because maybe the placement of the castle is not worth attacking it. Alright? If you're not able, or if you cannot afford to ignore the castle, then go Imperial and be there quicker than your opponent, build trebuchets, and then try to get rid of the castle. Also, try to go for the base of your opponent and try to get places which are not the main side. You know, it might lure the attention of your opponent into another direction, and that might just give you the few seconds you need to direct your trebuchets properly and get rid of the castle. So that would be my 4 bullet points on the forward castle. I'd love to hear your ideas about that. How would you have reacted on this situation? I'd love to hear it. Please write that in the comments, and if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and yeah, see you next time. This was Real Art of War.